In 2012, our IS organization, in collaboration with my data management organization, launched a project that we called Sherpa. This was to build an internal service and a platform that would allow us to exchange data with collaborators in a much more effective way. So, of course, one has to do business value evaluation, so there was an extensive voice of the customer exercise done. One of the very important things is we built a multidisciplinary team, which includes the data management, our IT organization, our alliance management, patents, and legal. And you'll mention a little bit more in terms of why that was important. And we implemented a set of data integration protocols based on Biovia Pipeline Pilot. In the first setup, it was a very simple CRO model. We had established our own Science Cloud instance for Sanofi, and we set it up in a very simple way where we were requesting chemistry from a CRO, and we would do the biological data on that and then share that with the CRO, so we would have new ideas made in terms of what compounds to make, and they would register. So this was a very simple model, and it was good to start out with a simple model so we could establish the platform and all of the processes around it. So then we moved on and realized a lot of partnerships are more complicated, and in some cases we as Big Pharma feel that we should be able to dictate terms to our collaborators, but more and more the collaborators come to the table with their own ideas and with enough strength that now we feel these are real partnerships, that we need to really care about what the partner thinks and really build a collaborative environment rather than something where the big pharma company is dictating everything. This is a great advantage of the Science Cloud is this is the environment that we can do that in. So the next phase of complexity was where we had a full partner, and both Sanofi and a full partner, and this can be a pharma or a biotech that has the research capabilities. Both are doing research, but we need to share the data in the cloud, and we need to upload data into our corporate data systems so that we can work with it. As we move on, we see that there are more and more types of collaborations, fairly good diversity of the way we need to set this up. The flexibility of the system in that we use pipeline pilot protocols to build the data exchanges and to establish the data management aspects of this. The flexibility of that model really allowed us to use this in many, many different types of collaborations. Again, we built it for chemistry CROs, and originally this was just for small molecules, but as we move forward, we have started to use this for peptide projects and soon biologics projects as Biovia integrates the biological substance registration into the platform. The second thing that we realized was, we had a lot of external bioprofiling assays, and in a similar way to the chemistry CROs, we set this up for those bioprofiling, companies like Syrup and others that provide kinase panels or GPCR or ion channel panels of testing. We set this up for that and integrated this with our internal request system. So compounds that were decided needed to go into profiling, individuals in Sanofi can push those as a request to Syrup, and this data then is automatically uploaded. Initially, we thought the vendors for the bioprofiling would not adapt to this, but they were very happy. They saw this as a way, to really harmonize and make their data upload much more clear for their customers and easier for themselves to do. And then in collaboration with pharmas, biotechs, academics, whether or not we have data ownership, there's always a need for harmonization and conversion of chemical representations and the way people use biological data terminologies and the models that they use. Science Cloud allows us to be able to convert or adapt the terminologies so that everyone can understand what we're talking about on the same page. We are able to set up automatic import from our data warehouse and with mapping of the partner models. The Science Cloud apps are provided to the partner, and Biovia works very closely with the provider, with the partners, and with us to establish these protocols. One of the nice things about this is we can do a fast and easy and clean project closure. At the end of the day, we haven't polluted our own internal systems with data that we should not have. And so we have all of the data within one environment, and we can then decide with our partner, who owns what and how that can be dealt with at that point in time. I think this is one of the biggest added values that I have seen.